Once upon a time, in a lush, green valley bordered by ancient, whispering forests and sparkling streams, there was a small, charming village called Elmsbrook. The village was famous for its magnificent apple orchards, where the apples were not only the juiciest in the land but also carried a touch of magic. Each apple had the power to grant a single, heartfelt wish. In this village lived a young girl named Lila. Lila had bright, curious eyes and a heart as big as the sky. She worked in her family's apple orchard, tending to the trees with care. Though Lila loved her home, she harbored a secret dream. She wanted to see the world beyond Elmsbrook, a place she had only heard about in stories. One crisp autumn morning, as Lila was picking apples, she noticed a peculiar sight. Nestled among the roots of an ancient apple tree was a small, golden apple, unlike any she had ever seen. It shimmered with an ethereal glow, and when Lila touched it, a soft, musical chime rang out. Intrigued, Lila carefully placed the apple in her basket and took it to her grandmother, the village's wise elder. Her grandmother's eyes widened in amazement as she inspected the golden apple. "This is no ordinary apple," she said, her voice tinged with wonder. "It is said that such apples are gifts from the fairy queen herself. They hold the power to grant a wish of great significance." Lila's heart skipped a beat. Could this be her chance to fulfill her dream of exploring the world? With a hopeful but trembling voice, she made her wish. "I wish to see the world beyond Elmsbrook, to experience all its wonders and learn its secrets." That night, as Lila slept, a gentle breeze swept through her room, carrying with it a soft, melodious voice. "Lila, brave and kind, your wish shall be granted. But remember, the greatest magic lies not just in the journey but in the heart." When Lila awoke, she found herself standing at the edge of a vast, enchanted forest. The trees were tall and majestic, their leaves glowing with hues of gold and emerald. As she took her first steps into the forest, the path seemed to unfold before her, guiding her deeper into its heart. After a while, Lila came upon a shimmering lake. On its surface floated a magnificent boat made of moonlight and stars. As she stepped into the boat, it began to glide effortlessly across the water, and the forest transformed around her. She saw towering mountains, vast deserts with endless golden sands, and vibrant cities bustling with magic and mystery. In each new place, Lila encountered fascinating creatures and learned valuable lessons. She befriended a wise old dragon who taught her about courage, met a clever fox who showed her the importance of clever thinking, and danced with fairies who reminded her of the joy and simplicity. Yet, despite all the wonders she saw and the friends she made, Lila began to feel a deep longing for home. The experiences were incredible, but her heart yearned for the familiar comfort of Elmsbrook and her beloved family. One evening, while gazing at the twinkling stars from a mountain peak, Lila felt a gentle hand on her shoulder. She turned to find an elegant fairy with wings that sparkled like the night sky. "Lila," the fairy said with a warm smile, "your journey has been a remarkable one. But remember, true happiness often lies in the place you call home." With those words, the fairy waved her wand, and Lila found herself back in Elmsbrook, standing once again in her family's apple orchard. The golden apple had vanished, but in its place was a new, shimmering flower that glowed softly in the moonlight. Lila's family rushed to her side, their faces filled with joy and relief. As they gathered around her, she shared the stories of her adventures and the lessons she had learned. The village listened in awe, and Lila realized that while the world was full of wonders, the greatest magic of all was found in the love and warmth of her home. From that day on, Lila continued to tend the orchard with renewed passion and joy, knowing that her heart was always anchored in the place she cherished most. And though her adventures had come to an end, she carried with her the wisdom and wonders she had gained, ready to share them with those she loved. And so, in the heart of Elmsbrook, under the shade of the apple trees that sparkled with a hint of magic, Lila lived happily ever after, surrounded by the beauty of home and the love of those who mattered most.